Hi everyone, thank you for visiting my channel Stocks Current Affairs, where I discuss potential stocks for long-term investments. In this video, we'll discuss about a listed company that is engaged in manufacturing and marketing of cranes, construction equipment, material handling and agricultural equipments. Action Construction Equipment Limited (ACE). Established in 1995, the company is a market leader in mobile cranes with over 63% market share and tower cranes with more than 60% market share domestically. In addition, the company is the largest manufacturer of pick and carry cranes. The company has also received orders from the Ministry of Defense and is the sole manufacturer of missile handling systems in India. The company exports to over 25 countries worldwide, including the Middle East, Africa, Asia, and Latin America. The company has 4 manufacturing units, including a mother plant in Palwal, Haryana, 2 fabrication units, and an R&D unit in Faridabad. Let's talk about its business segments. The company primarily operates in 4 segments: cranes, construction equipment, material handling, and agricultural equipments. Crane. As of FY22, the crane segment accounted for 68% of the company's total revenue. The crane segment is at 75% capacity utilization. The company has a total production capacity of 9,000 cranes. It has guided the growth of crane segment business by 25%. Construction equipments. The construction equipment segment has contributed to 11% of total revenue of the company as of FY22. The construction equipment segment capacity utilization is at 40 to 45%. The company has a total capacity of 15,000 units of construction equipments. Black hoe loader sales accounts for 50% of CE sales. Material handling equipment. As of FY22, the material handling equipment segment contributed 9% of the company's total revenue. The segment's capacity utilization is currently at 75%. The company has a total capacity of 1800 units of construction equipment. Agricultural equipment sector. As of FY22, the agri equipment segment contributed 12% of the company's total revenue. The segment's capacity utilization is at 40 to 45%. The company has a total capacity of 9,000 units of agricultural equipment. The company exports orders of tractors, agri equipment to African, Latin American countries as well. With over 15,000 customers, ACE has been endorsed by virtually all the India's leading private and government sector companies, including ACC, Adani, KEI, ABB, and so on. Now let's talk about its stock price and key financials. The stock currently is in small cap segment with market capitalization of 9,173 crore, currently trading at rupees 769 at a premium stock PE of 47. Both ROC and ROE are great and in double digits, that is 26.2% and 18.8% respectively. The sales, operating profit and net profit have all grown by quarter on quarter and year on year. When we talk about year on year growth from June 2022 to June 2023, sales have risen by 31%, operating profit by 100%, net profit by 51.1%. Moreover, operating profit margin can be seen continuously growing from 8% to 13% from June 2022 to 2023. From March 2022 to March 2023, we can see sales, operating profit, net profit going up, resulting in higher EPS. The dividend payout is lower as the company would want to focus on its growth. From the balance sheet, we can see that reserves have grown constantly. An important point to notice is that the company has been reducing its both long and short-term borrowings. Hey viewers, I put a lot of effort to prepare these videos. Please subscribe to my channel. That will motivate me to prepare more such content. Key future prospects. Growing construction equipment industry. The Indian construction equipment market was valued at $7.9 billion in 2023 and is expected to reach $12.4 billion in 2029, growing at 8.9% CAGR during the forecasted period. The Indian construction equipment market is benefiting from the country's rapid growth in the infrastructure and construction sector. Construction equipment overall market size in the country has gone up by about 25% in the last year. It has been supported by rising public and private capex, FDI reforms in construction sector, execution of high value infrastructure and real estate projects has led to the overall surge in demand for construction equipment in India. Furthermore, if approved, the production linked incentives PLI scheme could attract an estimated $4 billion in domestic and foreign investments in the near term. This is expected to increase the country's exports by $3 billion and save around $2.5 billion in forex through import substitutions and create jobs for nearly 3.2 million people by 2030. The Indian crane market was valued at $1.02 billion in 2023 and is expected to reach $1.25 billion by 2027 with a CAGR of more than 5.3%. Demand for cranes partly increased due to the state and central government's critical infrastructure projects in railways, airports, smart cities, roads and highways, and real estate. Over the next 5 to 10 years, India intends to invest heavily in infrastructure. An estimate suggests that this planned investment itself would generate a construction equipment demand of around $180 to 200 billion. Material handling. The manufacturing segment dominated the Indian material handling equipment market and is expected to maintain its dominance in the coming year. The Make in India initiative combined with the emerging China Plus One strategy will propel the manufacturing sector forward over the next decade. Warehousing is another industry that drives demand for material handling equipment. Total warehousing requirement in India is expected to grow at a CAGR of 7.5% for the next 5 years, driven by growth in e-commerce and consumption. Among product types, the forklift is expected to grow at high CAGR. Forklifts are ideal for repetitive material handling tasks due to their flexibility and speed, especially in restricted areas such as warehouse and yard. According to the report, India Forklift Market Outlook 2027-28, the market anticipated to grow with more than 18% CAGR for 2023 to 2028. The forklift market is thriving as a result of advancement in the e-commerce industry, rising infrastructure development investments, and increasing use of electric forklift trucks, which are expected to drive market expansion. Additionally, the market expansion is fueled by the rising construction sector. Automobile, logistics, chemical, pharma, and other industries are rapidly expanding in the Indian economy, contributing significantly to the demand for forklift. Agricultural equipment market. The agriculture equipment market has grown rapidly in recent years as a result of rising farm mechanization trends. Several factors are currently driving this market, including easy access to credit, government incentives, rising agricultural productivity, the emergence of contract farming, rising rural income, and so on. Tractors account for the majority of machinery used in India, making it one of the world's largest markets. India remains a highly profitable market for tractors. The country manufactures a large number of tractors and exports them all over the world. Looking ahead, IMARC Group forecasts the market to reach $22.5 billion by 2028 with a 10.5 CAGR during the period 2023 to 2028. Growing government focus on infrastructure. Infrastructure development is critical to India's goal of becoming a $5 trillion economy by 2025. With a slew of new initiatives, the government's emphasis on future infrastructure is clear. The $1.3 trillion National Master Plan for Infrastructure, Gati Shakti, and Smart Cities has been a forerunner in bringing about systemic and effective norms in the sector and has already made significant progress. To boost the growth of the infrastructure sector, the government has launched the National Infrastructure Pipeline in conjunction with other initiatives such as Make in India and Production Linked Incentives scheme. Historically, more than 80% of country's infrastructure spending has gone towards transportation, electricity, irrigation. One of the government's recent developments include identification of 100 critical transport infrastructure projects for last and first mile connectivity for ports, coal, steel, fertilizer, and food grain sector, which will be prioritized with an investment of 75,000 crore, including 15,000 crore from private sources. This focus by government is expected to indirectly boost the demand for ACE equipment. Growing construction of roads. The government of India has allocated 2.7 lakh crore $33 billion to the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways in the Union Budget 2023 to 24. The National Highway Authority of India invited bids in March 2023 to assist in development of wayside amenities that provide rest and refreshment for highway commuters at more than 600 locations along National Highway. and expressways by FY25. The government also aims to construct 23 new national highways by 2025. The road sector is likely to account for 18% capital expenditure over FY 2019 to 25. These initiatives are definitely going to increase demand for road rollers and other equipments. Real estate sector. The Indian real estate sector is expected to worth $1 trillion by 2030, up from $250 billion in 2022, and is expected to contribute 13% of country's GDP by 2025. Indian real estate is expected to attract significant FDI over the next 2 years with an infusion of $8 billion by FY22. Indian residential real estate market is witnessing a surge in new launches as the appetite for home ownership remains strong. Some of the major investments and developments in this sector are as follows. In the Union Budget 23 to 24, the Finance Minister has announced a commitment of 79,000 crore $9.6 billion for PM Awas Yojana, which represents a 66% increase compared to the last year. In order to revive around 1,600 stalled housing projects across top cities in the country, the Union Cabinet has approved the setting up of 25,000 crore $3.6 billion alternative investment fund. All these initiatives are expected to create a push for ACE equipments. Warehousing and logistics. The warehousing, industrial and logistics sector are expected to be critical to India's goal of becoming $5 trillion economy by FY25. Rising large consumer base are boosting retail and e-commerce growth in India as a result of international firms shifting their manufacturing focus to India. Demand for warehouse alternatives and logistics services has increased. Production-linked incentive scheme is increasing domestic production, which is driving up demand for industrial space and warehousing. The Indian warehousing market is expected to reach $35 billion by FY27, growing at a 15.6% CAGR from 2022 to 27. The modern warehouse facilities and technologically driven solutions have transformed India's warehousing sector in recent years. Despite some challenges, the sector is well positioned for long-term growth and presents exciting opportunities for investors and businesses. Conclusion. Action Construction Equipment is a small cap stock and has high potential to grow on the backdrop of growing Indian government focus on building infrastructure for its people. The stock is trading at premium owing to the above storyline. One can wait for a small correction in the stock and invest in phased approach to reap benefits on the long run. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you liked it. Please subscribe for more such updates. Thank you.